Welcome back, everyone. I'm working on crafting up some more stuffs, as one does. This time, I'm sort of working towards a simulation chamber, and also I crafted up a bit more bronze frames. So in this time, I want to craft the sheet metal. Um, yeah, this is not. Wait, does this not have fluid? Hmm. The sheet metal cast. Apparently, Apparently it doesn't have a use. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, so the sheet metal cast is meant to go in here, and then you make a sheet metal with it. There we go. Recipes are back. So essentially you just use it like a cast. So I'm pretty sure I don't need brass sheet metal, but I don't even know if it has sheet metal actually. So yeah, just like that. So this is the most efficient way to get sheet metal at this point. I believe the absolute most efficient way is... actually, no, that's not. That would give 18 if it was 1-to-1. So yeah, most efficient way right here. Been doing a wee bit of automation. I've got ore refining sort of set up. I'm working on getting this a little bit quicker. I don't know why this gets stuck at 100 before it starts to convert. I don't know. But we got ourselves some purified here, previously washed, and then yeah. So this is a tier 3, so it does require the arc furnace, but these foundry or furnace. So useful there. I still don't know why this doesn't just convert real quick. Maybe I don't know. So anyway, I've got an export bus set up here. All I need to do is actually grow this stuff. I've decided to use bonsai pots this time. I still need to make the axes. Hopefully stone works just fine. I'm so low on iron right now, it's crazy. Alright, so my plan is with these, I'm just going to shoot them all onto a belt and then input it into a voiding drawer. I'm pretty sure this is not the best way to do this. In fact, I could pretty much guarantee it's not the best way, but yeah, here we are. One of the most useful things to be able to do with belts is to shrink and oops, shrink and expand them. So if you right click on them, the end with wrench, they shrink. And if you right click with the belt, they expand. You can also insert shafts in the middle. This is especially useful for when you want to do things like this. And then you can also extract the shaft with a regular right click. Shift right click will break the belt. So I'm going to storage bus this drawer for all the good it'll do me. To note, you need stuff in your inventory for various things you do. Like if you just, I believe you need like a shaft in your inventory. Oh yeah, you can also split. So yeah, that was the other thing. If you have a shaft and you right click with a wrench, you can split it in two. And then you can merge it like that. But you have to have the shaft in your inventory and the belt. As you can see, it consumes them. There we go. We are officially making some blazing archwood. Now again, I highly doubt this is the best way to do this, but it is a way, and I want to see how good it is. And this should start working any second. Perfect. So I'm guessing this won't be quite fast enough, but as long as it's passive, it's not a big deal. Cool. I believe we can upgrade this. Increases drop chance and rolls. If you have fortune, if you have efficiency. Yeah, cool. So it definitely is not quite keeping up, but that's okay. For sure. Not really a big deal. Because this is super easy to expand. Right now, these just have the default recipe still. I assume that'll get changed, but haven't really felt the need to change it at this point. So this does seem to suck up like 5 extra pulses before actually crafting. I don't know what's up with that. Feels like a bug or something. Actually, maybe what it's doing is the crafting progress thinks it's the other craft, but in reality it's actually 4 times as much source required. So the tooltip shows the one for this. That's what it is. So the tooltip just basically doesn't change between different crafts. So what's kind of ironic, it looks like the one now that the Nature's Aura is low, this is a much slower farm, therefore getting less Nature's Aura. So it's like a positive loop. And I don't know what's up with this block of wood right here. So that's a bit of a downer, but it looks like we're pretty much processed anyway. So once this catches up, we should be fine. I keep trying to think of like what I'm gonna auto craft, like passive craft, and I honestly just cannot think of anything. I feel like these recipes are perfect. I mean, as much as I've been thinking about changing them, they honestly feel really good. Like, I mean, I've tweaked these quite a bit since the original first time I played. And it feels good to craft, honestly, right now. There's some duplicate inputs, like these aluminum rods. Require some tier 2 alloys. Makes sense. It does require a sequencer. In this case, you can use the engineer's workbench or the sequence. Sequence is actually more expensive, so you're pushed towards this recipe, but obviously if you have this set up, it's just like, you know, it's like barely any more expensive. I would like to maybe work on this, potentially. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff I want to work on. I always feel hindered by the lack of time I have. But then, ironically, if I ever get more time, I end up being pretty much as unproductive. Anyway, as far as in-game goes, I definitely still would like to get this. This requires... Did I change this yet? Soul Steel. I think I made this a tier... No, this is still a tier 3 alloy. So I'm fairly certain... Okay. Nether Steel, Smoke. Oh, that's right. This requires... Oh, right. This requires the squeezer. So I actually do have to craft the mixer. These are quite locked, to be honest. Both of these go this way from the refinery, but the industrial alloy and the living metal do require the mixer and the squeezer, and also the fermenter, because this requires herbicide, which I think is that fermenter. Yeah. You can technically get it like this. So maybe I should actually remove this recipe, to be honest. I think I will. I think I will remove this. So you can be much more efficient with your bricks if you craft these clinker bricks. Like this is the equivalent of 3 bricks and makes 8. And you can craft them into all sorts of fun stuff. So I think I might kind of work on something like this. Place looking horizontally to generate a building corner ornamentation. Place while looking almost straight up down for window ornamentation. Gotcha. That looks kind of cool. So, what else we got? Slag bricks? Huh. Okay, okay. Rebar concrete. What is this? Oh, gotcha. I wonder what that looks like. Panzer glass I might make more of because... Oh, I'm almost out of... Yeah. Because I do like the Panzer glass. Ooh, that's fun looking. Ooh, chimney. So these rebar is literally just creeper witherproof, which we can pretty much get. Ooh, I love these too. Oh, iron light bulb. I love me some light bulbs. No, but we can basically just do that with the FTB chunk loading. I gotta say, this crafting terminal feels so good after not having it for so long. I can't wait for patterns. I was thinking about it earlier. Um, I mean, I did literally just move it, but that's pretty much because I feel like the stuff you need is kind of not really available. I was also thinking maybe I should make this earlier, and I could literally just, if I wanted to, I could gate the induction smelter later, because the induction smelter is equivalent to the arc furnace when it comes to tier 3 alloys. However, I was thinking maybe that's not such a bad thing. If you can make a tier 3 alloy, you, for the most part, you need tier 3 metals. So like, this is a tier 3 alloy, but it requires, yeah, it doesn't require anything that's a tier 3. So you could be able to make this, but like, for example, this magnesium requires the arc furnace to smelt. So I was thinking about potentially moving these earlier, essentially just because I felt like AE is sort of useless with the infrastructure you have going on here. Like this is just like export bus, maybe not even export bus. Sequential fabricator you definitely could interface for, but like, yeah, you'd have to kind of go all in. Like you'd need like a bajillion of something, primarily like alloys. I feel like alloys is like one of the main things you want to passive at this point. And you can't really passive them great, I guess I should say, from the mixer. You obviously could, but yeah. I think I'll leave it for now though, and just keep trucking. So it looks like you can just recycle these. So I wonder if I can do like a cutting recipe. And there we go. So you can basically just pick and choose now. I did give it kind of this. You can do the same one if you wanted to, but yeah, perfect. So let's unify all of them, I would say. I like these. So for walls, man, do I even really want to use bricks? Oh, we're capped on immortite. Is this done yet? It is definitely not done. And that is slow as can be. Still need to upgrade that. What are we looking over here? Oh my. Maybe I should upgrade that solar before we do anything else. Solar. Okay. I think it's just... Oh, I don't have enough iron. I don't know. I don't think we do. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Photovoltaic cell. A couple of thems. Oh, we need 4. We just have the 1, don't we? Oh my. Maybe we need sequential fabricators for that. And this is where I'm like, well, kind of should just wait until we have better dielectric alloy gear crafting, because we can save a whole ingot that way, which adds up. It's not expensive, but still adds up. So we're gonna wait. Maybe we should do at least a couple more though, no? And 1 FE a tick. How many more can we get? Dielectric alloy plate. Wait. Oh, yeah. Just need to craft it. Boom. 3 whole ones. Nice. And there we go. 3 more FE a tick. Almost adds an extra 0.5. I'm pretty sure we can just multi-block this. That seems to be correct. Okay. So this is definitely something I'd want a sequential fabricator here, but again, like, it's like one single interface is going to do like almost nothing. Same with these sequential fabricators. It's like I don't know how much good it's gonna do. Like, unless we just need like a single thing processed like a million times. But in that case, we may as well choose a export bus, you know? Keep getting distracted and doing random things. Like, I'm gonna craft up some tainted gold so I can get another volcanic source link so I can prepare for when I need more elemental ingots. Okay, got that other volcanic source link. I kind of needed to do it because this was getting like real backed up. Also, apparently you don't need this to be on top of it. That appears to be correct. But I kind of like it on top. Alright, so the real thing we need is pretty much just these ME stuff. I mean, like always. You're just doing this to get applied energistics. At least I am. I mean, obviously I enjoy the process, but not as much as, you know, auto-crafting the thing. Where is the steel scaffolding and stuff I crafted up? It's like completely gone. I didn't put it anywhere else, did I? I'm gonna start work on some solar panel ingredients, dielectric alloy mostly. I started crafting up some more paste and some more red alloy and some more dielectric alloy and some more dielectric alloy plates. Theoretically all stuff that could be on passive, but again, it's kind of expensive to do at this point, so yeah. We also need a lot more silver, I'm guessing, so I can turn all those into plates. I think I'm going to turn half of this into double. Which I can do double, just like, if I put the stuff in here, it doubles it. And then if I put the stuff in here, it quadruples it. But I needed to have higher refining before I could quadruple it. So I can't do that because this is not working very quickly. Alright, time to start on the factory. Now, honestly, I can't super envision it. I mean, obviously, we've got a brick floor. We've got... Do we want even, like walls and whatnot? I don't even know. Like, I mean, it's basically just a flat area. Like, literally just a flat area. I could do it kind of in this divot here. That could be fun. Just kind of fill in this. That feels very unfactory-like, though. I think I can vein line this. Yeah, so I do have access to the igneous extruder now. I don't even need this, which I'm kind of grateful for because that's not really my strong suit. All right, so I think I will do it in kind of in this depression here. I guess I'm going to start some more clay crafting as well. Or I should say bricks crafting. Because I will need most likely a lot more bricks. I wonder if I can... Let's break apart this clay as well. Actually, what do I have that can do that? Yeah, crushing. Oh, here we go. Wait, no. Wait, yeah. I think all I have to do is put it in here and then turn off. Oh, that doesn't have a disabler anymore? I guess what I can do is just chuck it on this. Is this actually working properly? Or is it voiding? It kind of looks like it's voiding. I don't even know. Oh, it's shoving it in here. That's not really ideal. I think I can actually speed this up if I say this can only allow bricks and then remove the output filter here. And then, oh, right, because it's smelting. Bummer. Never mind. Alright, we officially have some bricks on the ground. Time to make some that are vertical. That's a pretty revolutionary concept, really. You know what I need to do, though, is make that solar panel texture. I've still got time. Good thing I started cooking up more bricks, because we are out. Alright, well, I've got this shape. Kind of organic. Not going to claim that I had anything to do with its shape. It just kind of showed up on the dirt, so I did it. But yeah, if you could go way up, it should be, I think it does actually have a center. It's obviously not chunk aligned, but, you know. It's also extremely small, to be fair. But it could be, like, if I do this multiple times, I could do some sort of, room system. Like I could have inverted here, like a circle chamber, and then a squarish chamber. Could be fun. Wait, you can throw bricks. That's not really ideal. I can supplement my brick creation, or my clinker brick creation with nether brick. So I wonder if I shouldn't do that. Also, I wonder if there's some sort of door that would be fun to use. This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? I don't have a ton of netherrack because I always trash it when I come back, or when I'm collecting stuff from the nether. So it's definitely that. But still, 200 is gonna cook up in no time. Especially when I can use this parallel smelter. Let's see. I think if I do netherrack, that really won't help much. Actually it might. Let's try. That should work. And that'll kind of just let that through. Or not. That works too. Huh. Okay, so I want to put this there. Alright, that should work, because it only lets things that can't be smelted through, or vice versa. Okay, do I want to do a roof over the whole thing? I think so, honestly. I think so. Now, do I want to do it like this? I don't know, but we'll do it anyway. I feel like 4 high roof feels a lot better than a, oops, like low gravity or something. Than a 3 high roof. Just, I don't know, it feels better, I think. Don't complain about this because this is the best thing you're getting out of this series. I feel like this is the literal slowest way to do this. I think the fastest way to do it would be if we did a, well, faster, I should say. Buffer chest. So now, in theory, this should basically go as fast as the press can. So once there's like, I don't know, 7 to 10, 8, 9, 10, so like 10, then it'll all cook up at once. 7 there, 10 there. And that cooks at basically the same speed. 5, 10. So it looks like it'll do like 5 at a time. So it's like 5 times faster. Pretty good. I do think still that it'd be fun to have the new bricks have blocks. Made some dielectric paste. If you do like a stack at a time, turns into 8 stacks, that's actually pretty huge. I think we can make some more, yeah, we can totally make some more by now. I feel like this sludge sifter just incidentally is so useful. Oh, and now that we have a buffer chest, we can actually just do this. Oh, maybe not. That's kind of hilarious. Because it's going to actually, yeah, good times. So it's going to fill that first slot. At least until this is done. Which is fine. Ish. Oh, I see. So I can basically say, here, smelt everything before these. Okay, I can do that. That'll work out. I think I'm just going to break this. Right now, it doesn't have a purpose. So right now, a mirror is just a silver plate and a glass. So I need a lot of stuff here. A lot of iron, if I'm being honest. Which I just need an iron stick and some iron plates for now. So, iron rod. Can't believe I just called it a stick. Get out of here with that stick, mumbo jumbo. So these electrical alloys, there's a lot of, like I said, if you remember, there's a lot of reasons why I made the tiered ingots. One of them is to have something that you can guarantee passive. Like, this ingot, this alloy 1000% can be passived. Because you're going to need it for the next stage, which is obviously useful for a bunch of different stuff. And that is wrong. Yeah, those are both tier 4 metals. But yeah, so this ingot is definitely going to, like, you passive it. That's like the whole point. Well, one of the points. The other point is obviously to use the different elements. And then, wait, what are you doing? To use the different, wait. What is this? Oh, that must be the block. Yeah, it is the block. Anyway, to use different elements, but also to use the different metals, like tier 0s, tier 1s, tier 2s, and so on. So this is 8 ingots of the tier 1 alloy. And now we've doubled our power, which is very nice. And we make 16, 17 a tick. That's a lot faster. We could probably still use another 2, maybe. The tier 3 panels, will probably change the recipe. I'll definitely change the recipe. Because, yeah, so you're putting in 32 and you get 64 out. Yeah. It's just pretty basic. I want to make it more interesting. And I want this to be like a main progression part of the pack as well. Okay, I'm going to work on that model real quick. So here we have what I had previously. We're going to get rid of a couple of these panels, the support, and we're going to make the base half a block, so twice as tall. What I'd like to do, I think, is to make it so that it's essentially 2. So I think I will have it, and then I'll duplicate it, and we'll say base T, for top, and then we're going to make it like that. Now what I want to do here is I want to have it be X texture. So essentially like the texture will be, what's this going to be, 12? I think. Yeah, so what I want it to be is essentially like, let's say we want to have a casing texture here. I want it to be split so that the top of the texture is like this and then the bottom's here. But I want it to be like this so we can try out different textures without having to do anything fancy. So we can just make it look like whatever we want. And then the top here will be the solar panel texture. I don't think I can make this connected. I don't think so. But yeah. So I think I want this to be kind of silvery. So we're going to take off a lot of the chroma. We're going to increase the lightness quite a bit. We're going to maybe put a little bit chroma back on, make it kind of bluish. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe like that kind of blue. Get rid of some of the chroma. And then we want to increase the contrast. Very high contrast. And then maybe take off a little bit more of the chroma. That looks pretty good. Maybe I'll do, let's see, I don't want it to be quite so waffly, I don't think. Maybe I'll get rid of like all the middle and just keep the outside. Honestly, who am I kidding? This is literally just a noisy block. So I think I'm just gonna wipe it, I think. Yeah, I can basically just do this. Remake it into a noisy block. I kind of want it to be shinier though, to be honest. So increase the contrast some. Spent most of my time for today designing these two, or pretty much this model. So it's obviously an incomplete dynamo. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like the intermediary, and it's going to be crafted using 3D crafting, which I do plan on giving away to AutoCraft later on without having to build it, just for the record. But yeah, so there's that. And then this reflector is going to be used in a late game multi-block. Neither of these two items I actually am going to be working with. So I really appreciate the help. It's pretty awesome. I also was looking through the Power Quest line that ironically I set up, and I saw this alternator. This can create power into RF, which makes a ton of sense when I'm using a create setup anyway. So I'm gonna see how far I can get in crafting this thing. Let's see, zinc. Make like 16 plates. I would like to get the tier 2 solar, or sorry, the tier 3 solar as well. Once I supply surplus power, I'm gonna need a battery. I think there's a couple different ways you can get it. Or different batteries, I should say. I'm honestly kind of guessing that this alternator is going to be kind of OP. What else do I need? Stone alloy. What else do I need? Disc capacitator. So I just need my zinc gears. Oh, hey, look, some iron plates. This right here. And then I think that's it. So let's see what we got here. Capacitator on the bottom, stone alloy on the top, rod, spool, 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 plate, 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 plate. No? Does it need something? Am I doing it wrong? Oh, I see. This has to be connected to that. There we go. No? Pop these. Oops. Let's get rid of those. Oh, that. I feel like every other time I've used this, it's just automatically worked. What's the deal here? I mean, does it need a redstone signal? I guess that was it. I wonder why it's never needed that before. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be way too good. Because right now, this is just free power. So I'd say the most it should make is like 400, probably. I think 400 feels about right. That is the wrong thing. Yeah, and it's generating 100. Okay. And it's consuming 5,000? Let me check. Okay, so it's consuming 5,000 out of 70. So we can go up to 32. So I'm going to try speeding it up, see what the cap is. So this is the max, 360, which that feels about right. It's consuming 16,000 stress units, and it's making 360. Apparently that's as fast as it can go, so cool. So there we go. It's not quite... It doesn't look like it's quite 100% running, but it is officially running off of Create, like full speed. Like as close to full speed as it's gonna get, I should say. That is fabulous. This will eventually back up. There's a lot of stuff going wrong. Or that could go wrong, I should say. I'm guessing this is going to back up too, because it does consume 12 every 10 seconds. A little bit over 1 a second. That looks like more than 1 a second. Well, it looks like it's keeping up. It is definitely not keeping up. But we are officially cruising now. This is going to be all the time too, not just during the day. Oh, this doesn't have power. Oh, I should put a solar panel on that. I mean, I was giving it 17. And now I'm giving it... 360. So that's a bit of an upgrade. And we're at 70%. So we have 20,000 that we can do left. Yeah, solar panels are not going to be viable for a couple more tiers, I would say. Of course, they're not really supposed to be viable at this point in the game anyway. They're supposed to be just kind of like, you know, hey, I exist. But anyway, this is 16, so we can get another 400 power, roughly. So that's pretty good. We actually could just paralyze these. We also should probably get these going. Maybe some blazings. I think these are pretty bad. I want to say these generate like 80 a tick. I don't know what the per tick is. I think this is going to fill up pretty quick. This is still going through its internal buffer though. Like, we're still backed up here. Oh, I forgot about this. They eat the power if they can't. They don't buffer. Or, I should say, they don't do the thing. It's not doing the thing. So I'm going to need at least 2 solar panels there. Or I guess another connector. Alright, let's grab both these. Alright, I think we are officially above the tipping point here. I think. Maybe not, because this does have internal power that's draining. Well, I guess we can actually just see. It's consuming 20 RF a tick, so it is in fact a net negative. However, if we get rid of this buffer, then we're good. Let's put this here too. So that's going to buffer as well. So yeah, I think if we can get rid of this buffer of latex, we'll be fine. Well, I just have to say, I'm really glad I don't record for a living because I am terrible at making sure that my software is correct. In this case, I did a ton of stuff and it wasn't open. So I thought I was recording the whole time. I was not. So I'll kind of go over what I did and hopefully I don't go over stuff I've already gone over. But yeah, so I've got a couple different IE machines. Primarily, I would say the metal press. This is the big achievement, at least for me, because it significantly reduces the cost for a lot of stuff. Like for example, these ME interfaces are 4 blocks. It's just 16, so it goes from 36 to 16. So you save 20 ingots just from 20 ingots each just from this. Which is pretty significant, as you can imagine. Yeah, so good times. Also, I used these machines to kind of bootstrap a little bit of... Well, I crafted up the living metal seed using this recipe. The overgrown light engineering block, I've got it set up over here, but it is how you craft the metal seed into the living metal seed. I still have a couple more seeds, but how you craft these metal seeds is with 10 ingots of tier 1 magical alloy, which you can melt down and then crystallize here. And then I've also got it set up to craft concrete in a sequential fabricator with the water that's being extracted there. I've also set up this enchanting apparatus, and it's pretty sweet looking. The graphics are very colorful. Look at that. Very impressive. And this is to craft Mage Bloom, which is used in the Metal Seed recipe. I did change that metal from aluminum to the magical alloy. I also changed the arcane pedestal to this recipe here. You can use Swift Alloy or Auric Gold. Yeah, so that's that. You need the Mage Bloom for this as well. I got the metal press. I got some herbicide, some ethanol. Like I said, I pretty much bootstrapped a lot of this stuff. None of it's quite automated yet. I also did some ore processing semi-automation. I integrated interfaces, and I've made another... this would be cool if this is Factorial, you could literally see it. But I made another ore drilling machine right here. It gets fed into a drawer, which is storage bust, and then the items, pop out in this interface, get crushed down, and then they get stored here, and then they pop out of this interface, which I've removed the immortite for now, just to save on space. The car axiom is very slow right now. It can be sped up, but hasn't right now. I've also got these guys set up here so that it doesn't overflow. And then this is just kind of chilling. I've got 4 times ore processing. Let's actually grab that arcanite. I need some of that. 4 times ore processing set up, automated, I would say, with this crumbling catalyst. So you just drop your stuff in here. As long as it can be crumbled, then it will be. And then it goes up here. I'm still doing iron right now because I was pretty low on iron. Then you just pull it out here when it's done. The source here in this setup is comes from archwood, which come from these bonsais. I do think I set that up before, but it's a whole thing now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, I would say. I'm almost maxed on channels, 14 of 16, so I can go a little bit more. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so yeah, that's a kind of a bummer. Besides just checking every single time, which obviously is something that I should do anyway, I don't know of a way to, yeah, just checking. I really should just make sure it's working before I start. That would be the smart thing to do. But I'm not particularly experienced with this yet, so yeah, happens. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I guess it's probably a good thing because I think it would have been like another 45, 50-minute episode or so. Feels like about a half hour, 40 minutes maybe right now. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a good one.